No Ghost Cows. Gotcha. Like, it is just the funniest, cutest little story about friendship that you are ever going to find for Halloween. It is a must buy right now. Go click, go get it. You will thank me, I promise. Hey everyone, my name is Ciera Harris. I am the author over at Ciera Harris Teaching, and I come to you live every week to talk all about things that are reading comprehension. Tonight we're going to talk all about Halloween mentor texts that you can use in your classroom. We're going to jump in and get started. All right, book number 1 is called The Pomegranate Witch. So The Pomegranate Witch is the classic tale, or is a classic tale, I should say, of, the house on the corner, the scary house on the corner, with the old lady inside who all the neighborhood kids think is the witch, right? So these kids are obsessed with this house, not just because of the old lady, but more so because of the pomegranate tree that's in front of her house. And they are so thirsty for fruit, and they are desiring, and they want those pomegranates so bad that they will do everything in their power to get them. And so this story is written in poetry. It is rhyming all throughout, and the vocabulary in this book is actually really intense. So I would definitely recommend this for almost 3rd grade and up. 2nd grade, I think you could get away with it if it was definitely slow and steady as you're reading it. I loved this book, and what I used it for was to teach plot. Because the story has a nice classic plot line, as far as, a Halloween tale, I loved using it to teach plot because I was able to use it for my lower students with a great beginning, middle, end. I was able to use it with my higher students when we really talked about climax. And then I was able to hit my middle students when we were really trying to identify important events in a plot and kind of what was important and what wasn't important. There are great, very obvious events that take place in the story. Great for sequencing as well, but definitely for plot for those reasons. All right, my next pick for favorite Halloween mentor text is Pumpkin Jack. It is just a heartfelt little story about a little boy who wants a pumpkin. And he loves Halloween so much, and he wants a pumpkin, so he carves a jack-o'-lantern, and he names him Jack, right? He names him Jack. And so as the season goes by, it gets colder and colder, and the pumpkin begins to start rotting. So the little boy takes him and sets him over here by this tree, so he's kind of out of the way, but so that he can still kind of enjoy Jack as, Jack kind of wearies out, I guess. But this book is perfect for teaching sequencing for multiple reasons. One, if you are a younger grade and you're teaching the life cycle of a pumpkin, this book is great to read because the life cycle is there. But then also, because it has very obvious events that need to be in sequential order, the story is great for teaching sequencing. My next pick tonight is called Los Gatos Black on Halloween. I have to say that I love any books that incorporate Spanish into them, where the book will replace an English word with a Spanish word. And so the students are kind of learning Spanish words throughout context, right? So great, of course, then we're going to be using this book to teach context clues. So this is just your classic Halloween story. It is written in rhyme, so it is written with poems, or poetry, I should say. And then on each page, there's at least 1, if not 2 words that are written in Spanish. So the students can use their context clues to determine what the Spanish word means. I have, my students in the past created the graphic organizer where, we've got the Spanish words on one side, the clues go in the middle, and then your definition goes on the right. Super quick and easy lesson to whip up, and your students will have so much fun learning all their Spanish words, practicing context clues. Hey everyone, so sorry to interrupt, but I want to make sure that you are loving the content coming from Ciera Harris Teaching on YouTube. So make sure, if you are loving this, to subscribe And also like and comment below. I would love to hear from you. All right, my next favorite is called How to Make Friends with a Ghost. This is an adorable, and I don't want to use the word story because it's not really a story. And the reason I say that is because it's written in second person. So it is actually a how-to book. So this book, perfect to teach point of view. And the reason is because it's very rare that you come across a story like this, right? That is written in second person. So you easily can use this book and dissect it as far as finding lots of evidence and ways to understand why texts are written in different points of view: first person, second person, third person. You also could use this book in writing and allow students to change the point of view from second to first or third person. So they would have to use the information that they learned in the second person version and use it to write a story either in first or third. You can even do this in writing, How to Make Friends with a blank, and the students can pick their own Halloween creature or character, and then they can kind of take the different parts of this book, like the activities and the hazards and all the different parts that are in here, and they can create their own version. So how to make friends with a skeleton, or how to make friends with Frankenstein, or how to make friends with a bat. Would make a really cute mentor text mirror for writing. But then they would have to mimic that second person point of view as well. So you've got reading and writing all wrapped into one. How fun. So definitely go and grab that one. All right, next story is called The Spider and the Fly. This story is your classic tale of the spider trying to eat the fly. Super, super fun story to read in this time of year and great for teaching vocabulary. This is another one that, even though it's written in rhyme and poetry, I would highly suggest it for third grade and up. First graders are probably going to be a little lost. Second grade, I think you could do just fine if it's read nice and steady and slow, and you really stop and talk about the plot and what's going on with the pictures. So my next book, I've only got 2 left. This next one is called Stumpkin. Guys, look at him. Is he not the cutest little pumpkin ever? His name is Stumpkin, and I'm sure you can guess why. He does not have a stem. And it's such a cute little book. Perfect to teach a main idea. The story has great details to show the character's feelings and how's the character feeling, and all of the details and events in the story supports the overall main idea of Stumpkin wanting to find his home. All right, friends, I have saved my favorite for last. The story is called Sir Simon. Guys, I'm just going to flip it over and let you look at the back cover for a second. Do you see that? Yeah. So in this story, we have Sir Simon. He is super scared, as you can see here by my hands. And he has been haunting lots of different things. But he finally gets a chance to haunt his first haunted house. It is just the funniest, cutest little story about friendship that you are ever going to find for Halloween. It is a must buy right now. Go click, go get it. You will thank me, I promise. Now, what should you use to teach this with? Definitely teach. There are 2 things I couldn't decide. You can teach compare and contrast, because there's a great difference between the ghost's life and Chester's life, and the chores that they have to do that's a big part of the story. Or you could teach perspective. You've got the ghost perspective on kind of like what's going on in the house and all of the hauntings and the chores. And then you have the little kid's perspective and kind of the similarities too between their 2 perspectives and how they come together at the end and be friends. And if you need links to this book or any of the others, make sure to check the video description. I've got them all written out there for you. That way you can snag them if you need them for your classroom. And I've also put a link over there too for a freebie tonight. I've made some Halloween graphic organizers that you can use with any Halloween themed book. So I've got those for you, and the link is there as well. I do have print versions and digital versions. That way you can use them no matter how you're teaching right now. So I hope you found some great new Halloween stories to add to your class. I hope these are helpful, and I hope how I paired them up work really well for you when you are teaching some mini lessons or some small group lessons or interactive read alouds or however you use them. It's fine. If you have any questions about any of the books or how I would use them, please let me know. And I would love to hear your favorite. Which one out of the 7 that I shared with you tonight, which one sounds the best to you? Which one are you super excited to go grab and go read? I can't wait to hear. Drop me a comment below and let me know. So thanks for joining tonight. Make sure you grab any of the links that you need and grab your freebie link as well. And I will see you all next week. All right. Have a great weekend in October. And I'll see you next week, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.